Well, you took your test, and now I am sure you are second guessing the results. I hope you took the test again and found out, even the second time around, that you came up with the same results. You're wondering about the results. You're trying to figure it out now. What in the heck is a wing? What does a 3 mean? And what do I do with this information? So let's see if I can help a bit today. Truthfully, I hope this will be just the beginning of you researching and understanding the Enneagram. I hope that you have your families take the tests. I hope that you research more and really dig into knowing yourself and finding out why it matters emotionally and spiritually, the Enneagram. From one point of view, the Enneagram can be seen as 9 distinctive personality types, each with a number on the Enneagram denoting one type. It's common to find a little bit of yourself in all 9 types, although one of them should stand out and represent your basic personality type. Everyone emerges from childhood with one of the 9 types dominating their personality. One thing that is common, no matter who talks about the Enneagram or what authors you read, is this: we are born with the dominant type. So a few Enneagram thoughts before I talk a little bit more about your type. People don't change from one personality type to another. You are who you are. The description of the personality types are universal and apply equally to male and female, since no type is inherently masculine or feminine. Not everything in the description of your basic type will apply to you at all times, because we fluctuate constantly among healthy, average, and unhealthy traits, and that makes up your personality type. The Enneagram uses numbers to designate each of the types because numbers are value neutral. They imply a whole range of attitudes and behaviors that each type, without specifically saying anything, either positive or negative, has. The numeral ranking of the types is not significant. A larger number is no better than a small number. It's not better to be a 9 than a 2, because a 9 is a bigger number. No type is inherently better or worse than others. While all the personality types have unique assets and liabilities, some types are often considered to be more desirable than others for any given group or culture. For one reason or another, you may not be happy with your type. You may feel your type is handicapped in some way. But as you learn more about all the types, you'll see that just as you have unique personality traits, so does everyone else. These 1-word descriptors, 1 through 9, can be expanded into 4-word sets of traits. Keep in mind as I say these that they're merely highlights and do not represent the full spectrum of each type. Ready for a few of those? Type 1 is principled, purposeful, self-controlled, and a perfectionist. I'm married to a 1, just so you know. Type 2 is generous, demonstrative, people-pleasing, and possessive. Type 3 is adaptable, excelling, driven, and image conscious. I'm a 3. Type 4 is expressive, dramatic, self-absorbed, and temperamental. Type 5 is perceptive, innovative, secretive, and isolated. Type 6 is engaging, responsible, anxious, and suspicious. Type 7 is spontaneous, versatile, materialistic, and scattered. Type 8 is self-confident, decisive, willful, and confrontational. And type 9 is receptive, reassuring, complacent, and resigned. Do you see? With every type, there's traits that are good and bad and helpful. Then there's the wings. What in the heck is a wing anyway? Well, here's the deal. We all have 2 wings. No one is a pure personality type. Everyone is a unique mixture of 1 or 2 types adjacent to you on that diagram. One of the 2 types adjacent to your basic type is your wing, or are your wings. Your basic type dominates your overall personality, while the wing complements it and adds important and sometimes contradictory elements to your personality. Your wing is the second side of your personality, and it must be taken into consideration to better understand yourself or to better understand the people you love. For example, if you're a 9 on the personality wheel, you'll likely have either a 1 or an 8 as your wing. Your personality as a whole can be understood by considering the traits of the 9 and how they blend with either the 1 or the 8. Everyone, like I said, has 2 wings. In the restricted sense that both are the types adjacent to your basic type and are operating in your personality, since each person possesses the potentials of all 9 types. There are many, many factors to the Enneagram and the relationships around you. I thought on this video I'd share a few thoughts about each type and then encourage you to do more research for yourself. This is really meant to be an introduction and a peek into the Enneagram, and also another encouragement to get to know yourself, connect with your wonderful self, and learn about your strengths and your weaknesses and the things that make you you. So here are some thoughts. Let's start with 1s. 1s are motivated by the need to live their life the right way, including improving themselves and the world around them. 1s can be disappointed with themselves or others when expectations aren't met. Practical suggestions for 1s when it comes to self-nurturing: spend time every day, 1s, doing something recreational. Gardening, playing a sport, or spending time with friends. A positive thing to say to yourself, 1s, an affirmation you need to hear: it's okay to relax and enjoy myself. There you go, 1s. 2s are motivated by the need to be loved and valued and express their positive feelings towards others. 2s can have trouble saying no. I know some 2s, and I know that about them. A practical suggestions for 2s when it comes to self-nurturing: engage in some activities that give you pleasure and satisfaction that don't involve other people. And give yourself some of the attention and pampering you usually give to others. A positive thing for a 2 to say to themselves: I am as important as everyone else. Love you, 2s. 3s, me, are motivated by the need to be productive and achieve success and avoid failure. My son's a 3 as well. 3s feel they always have to be on, and it can be exhausting at times. Practical suggestions for 3s when it comes to self-nurturing: take a vacation and leave all your work at home. A positive thing for you to say to yourself, 3s: I am loved for who I am, not what I do. 4s, you're motivated by the need to experience your feelings and to be understood, to search for the meaning of life and to avoid being ordinary. 4s feel hurt or attacked when someone misunderstands them. Practical suggestion for 4s when it comes to self-nurturing: allow yourself to mourn losses. Boy, right now this is so important to hear, 4s. Express your emotions creatively and focus on the positive aspects of life. A positive thing for 4s to say to themselves: I am at home in my body and in the world. At the heart of my life, all is well. 5s are motivated by the need to know and understand everything, to be self-sufficient and to avoid looking foolish. 5s don't like to be pressured to be with people when they don't want to be with people. Practical suggestions for 5s when it comes to self-nurturing: ask for what you want, including the setting of limits. A positive thing to say to yourself, 5s: I don't have to be the smartest person. It's okay just to be me. 6s are motivated by the need for security. 6s can be outwardly fearful and seek approval, but can also confront their fears. Both of these aspects can appear in the same person. 6s can procrastinate because of their fear of failure and lacking confidence in themselves. Practical suggestions for 6s when it comes to self-nurturing: visualize a peaceful scene. When worry creeps in, take a deep breath as you go back to that scene. And a positive thing to say to yourself, 6s: I am calm, I am strong, and I can do this. 7s are motivated by the need to be happy and plan enjoyable activities to contribute to the world and to avoid suffering pain. 7s struggle when they don't have enough time to do all the things they want to do. Practical suggestions for 7s when it comes to self-nurturing: cultivate healthy habits of eating, sleeping, and exercise. Some 7s have a tendency to go to extremes and neglect their own health. The positive things to say to yourself, 7s: I have enough. There is enough. I need no more. 8s are motivated by the need to be self-reliant and strong and to avoid feeling weak or dependent. Sometimes 8s get frustrated when they stick their necks out for other people and then they're not appreciated for it. Practical suggestions for 8s when it comes to self-nurturing: find others to have fun with who enjoy your outrageous, non-conforming style. A positive thing to say to yourself, 8s: I will show my soft and loving side to those I trust. And 9s, you're motivated by the need to keep peace and avoid conflict. 9s have many variations in their personalities, from gentle and mild-mannered to independent and forceful. 9s care too much about what others think of them, and they're sensitive to criticism. Practical suggestions for 9s when it comes to self-nurturing: engage in physical activity. Being in nature is especially good for 9s. A positive thing to say to yourself, 9s: I have what it takes. I am enough. We are all such amazing creations. None more interesting, none more capable than another. The key to living fully alive is to know why you do what you do, what motivates you, and know the people you love as well. Find out who you're living with, who your friends are. Research a bit about it. I promise you, you will not lack in finding information when you go to research the Enneagram. From the internet to books to tests, you'll see it all. Have fun finding out about who and how you relate to the people you love. You're going to find that too when it comes to the Enneagram. Between your numbers, between 1 and 9, you are beautiful creations. See you next week. Learn more about yourself this week, and you can promise I'll be here doing my job, because of course I'm a 3. Love you guys. From 1s to 9. Love y'all. We'll see you later. Let me know on Facebook who you are. I'd love to hear. Bye-bye.